Good morning. This is Elena Lipson, your divine self-care mentor, bright and early on Friday morning. I just got back late last night from a 10-day trip to California to visit family for some birthdays and some Le Arte del Farniente, which means the art of doing nothing, which proved to be a lot more challenging than I thought. So I took quite a bit of time on this trip to really reconnect with myself, what's most important, what success looks like to me. And I find that I do this so much more often now. I used to do this sort of yearly, like the whole New Year thing. I used to do it whenever I was developing a new program. And now I find myself doing this constantly, not daily, but really having this vigilant, fierce approach to removing anything from my life that is not following my bliss. Really focusing on being mindful and staying present with checking in with myself. Am I doing what I want to be doing? Am I resisting what I really want to be doing because I think it has to be a certain way? Do I still carry any limiting beliefs around having to work really, really hard for my money? I do still carry those, and it doesn't show up until you create space to pause. So you might think you've moved past a certain point, and in some ways you might have. You might have tapped those limiting beliefs away. You might have journaled those limiting beliefs away. But then try and take a pause of doing nothing, and holy crap, it just comes up. I found myself just reaching for my planning book. I found myself wanting to hop online. I didn't bring my computer with me. I had everything set up in my business to be okay while I was gone. I had posts that were planned and scheduled. I had emails going out to clients. I was checking in with them. I was fine. I really was approved to do absolutely nothing. And yet I found myself feeling guilt is not quite the word for it, but there was something there that was this old belief about having to work hard for your money and anyway, so whatever your limiting beliefs are, we all have our own version of them. I highly encourage you to really not just move through them quickly, because that's what I find people tending to do. Like, oh, that was a limiting belief, I just busted through that. But it doesn't show up until you need it, right? It's the same reason why we meditate, why we practice, why we work on ourselves, not for the times when things are going really well. It's for those moments that life pushes you. And the same is true for when life pauses. So maybe you have an old limiting belief about, oh, I can't take this vacation until I make a certain amount of money, or I can't hire that support until I make a certain amount of money, or I can't invest in myself or my business or a pedicure until I'm making a certain amount of money. And those are all old ways of seeing the world, because abundance and joy, they're all to be had right now in the moment. Because I've seen so many people who do make that money that they've been looking for and still find themselves stuck in old patterns, and the money either gets spent quickly or they're not enjoying it. So I want to invite you to be mindful of those old stories that you carry and give them a chance to unravel a little bit. And the way you do that is to find intentional pauses, intentional times throughout the day where you just take nice deep breaths, check in with your body, and really see what comes up. What are those little nagging thoughts that keep coming up, and allow those to unravel for more than 30 seconds and just let them be. Write about it, think about it, contemplate what old beliefs you're still carrying that are keeping you stuck at a point where you feel like you're going to be stuck forever, because nothing's forever. You will move through. And one thing that I highly recommend is to find some sort of movement practice. Like right now I'm off to Pilates. Even though I landed pretty late last night, I do not want to skip my Pilates. My body is craving it. And tomorrow I'll be going to Zumba, trying new things all over the place. Those are really important ways to move through old beliefs as well, to move your body, to check in with your body. So, okay, I'm off to Pilates. I wish you all an amazing day. Take some time to have intentional pauses. Take some time to notice what comes up when you sit still or when you go for a walk quietly, right? It doesn't have to be sitting still. Meditation is different for everyone. But for me, it's really important to stay engaged, stay intentional, and practice that divine self-care as a way to allow myself to expand with ease, grace, and joy. So I'm sending so much love to you, And if you have not checked out my free Facebook group, Divine Self-Care Circle, please go over to Facebook and join me there to continue the conversation. And I'm really excited that I'll be sharing my Divine Self-Care Circle Mastermind program is opening its doors really soon. So go to divineselfcarecircle.com and get on the wait list so you're the first to know when it opens, and I'll be sharing a lot more about that in the days to come. Thanks so much and have a beautiful, beautiful, amazing, divine day.